You ready, kid?
Yep.
Let's go. So we're here, Unscripted Uncensored Podcast with Shannon, with Mo and Keytron. What's going on, baby?
I'm chilling, cuz. I appreciate y'all having me out here, man. It was a good little ride. Took down here a little 6 hours, but you know, I made it, man. God's good, man.
Dallas. Yeah, where you from, bro?
From Marksville, Louisiana, man. Born and raised, man. I got ready from school, took a little time in Cali, and then most of my time I've been in Lafayette.
You been in Lafayette for some years.
Yeah, I've been out there for some years. Majority of my life, man. Even before my injury, I spent, I was out there, and after my injury, I came home for a little while. Then, give about 6 to 8 months, and I had to break away from my mom, but she didn't want to let me go. But
right.
I said, if I'm gonna learn how to be independent, how to, strive and to learn how to deal with this injury, I gotta be on my own. Exactly. Even if I fall, I gotta learn how to get back up on my own.
Exactly.
So then I moved back to Lafayette, and I stayed there, at least 10 years or better before I started, finding my purpose, and I started moving around from there.
I think the first, if I'm not mistaken, you stayed on Johnson?
Johnson Street, yeah, on Beauchesne apartment. That was my first one. Yeah. That apartment had a lot of emotional up and downs, and
right.
Especially when I was there, by myself, I was nervous. Learning how to transfer from the toilet to the tub to the bed to just getting on my couch. It was an experience for me. I wasn't driving then. I had people driving me around, so I didn't learn, the complications of transferring into a car, but still the basics. And many a nights I was nervous. I sat in my chair, and I said, man, if I fall out this bed, who's here to help me, or what can happen? But I overcame it, and my family came check on me a lot, man. My cousin Brandon Thomas and my cousin Mo, man, I would leave and come back, and they was at the house waiting on me. I don't know how they got there or when they got there, but they was always there checking on me, man.
We will break in your house.
I thank my family for that. They definitely watched out for my early part. Still to this day, but my early part of my injury, they was there a lot for me, man.
So some people don't know, about the situation. What happened?
I got in a bad motorcycle accident Halloween Day 2002. This year made 17 years.
17 years.
I came home. I worked offshore for a company called Rowan. I came home. I'd always come home. That was my ritual, to come home and come see my mama. First. You only got one mama, so that was just automatic for me. I come home, see my mama.
First day he'd come home.
First day.
He'd come straight to the country.
Yeah, I come see my mom, man. That was just automatic, And I'm waiting for her to get off of work. She worked at the prison in Cottonport, for those who know my mother and stuff. And I sit there and I went test ride a bike that just wasn't right. My skills wasn't right for the bike, and then the bike wasn't right. So no matter how you want to look at it, how you want to weigh it, I got in an accident. I took a curve at between 80 to 100 by Cedar Lane, and then my journey began from there.
Yeah, you're a big inspiration to a lot of people that that going through what you're going through. That you've been through, that you overcame. And what advice would you give them?
Just like I wrote a book right here, and the reason I named my book "It's Not Over" because it's so quick to give up. Especially in the predicaments that the situations that people with paraplegics or people that go through physical injury, it's really easy. It's real easy to give up. With their family and strong friends and staying involved in things. Like when I got into sports, man, that opened my eyes. That changed my world, because I was real ignorant to what we could do after an injury.
Yeah.
I didn't even know, if I could be intimate with a woman, or I could drive, or I could play sports. I didn't know anything, This was a whole new world to me.
Yeah.
So when I learned sports and I got involved with that, one of my friends, he's still one of my good friends to this day, Carlos Turner in Lafayette, when they introduced that to me, it changed my world. So I tell people, you know, especially freshly injured people that I talk to, that I go visit in hospitals or whatever, I tell them get involved and learn within areas that you live in. Learn what's available to you, sports wise for sure.
Yeah.
Because man, being able to be around other people with your disability, because you could talk to me all day. I might know you care about me, but you're not in a wheelchair, so you're not gonna understand.
Yeah.
You know, totally. If I, you know, what I tell you when I say, "Man, my back was hurting sitting up in that chair," you'd be like, "Oh, I feel," but you don't really know. You want to know. You want to feel what I feel, but you don't know. Now, if I roll up to a guy in a wheelchair and I tell him I understand what you're saying, he's gonna comprehend. He's gonna be more willing to open up to me because he sees that we're alike.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, our injury may be a slight different, but we are alike to, you know, as visuals. So you'll be able to open to me a lot more.
Yeah, what type of sports you like to get involved in?
I play wheelchair basketball right now. I currently live in Houston, Texas. I play for the Hot Wheels, Tier Memorial Hot Wheels in Houston, Texas. And I also play wheelchair football, and I will be getting into wheelchair basketball. I mean, on baseball this coming season.
Yeah.
So those are my 3 sports that I'm into.
What about the tennis? You can't be like the tennis.
I
have played tennis.
I have played it. I have played it, but I kind of slipped back from it a little bit. You know, my form wasn't moving as good as I wanted. I need a little more practice in it. But
man,
I've tried it all because I can't.
Yeah,
I don't want to say
that.
I don't want to say that I haven't experienced it.
Yeah.
Now, and if I care for it, then I'll state I've never played baseball. But man, you can't say that you want to live if you don't go to doing the things that's allowing you to live.
Exactly.
It's like, you know, man. So I love to go and try new things. If it doesn't work for me, hey, I said I tried it.
So what about the skydiving experience?
Oh, that's my thing. I'm an extremist, and it's not just because of my injury that I say, oh, now I just want to push myself to them. I always wanted to do it. You know what I mean? But it just took now that when my disability came, it's like, how can I push myself to another height? If I want to motivate someone, I want to inspire someone, then I will talk to someone. They'll be like, oh, well, he's not down in a wheelchair. But when I put my platform on the table and be like, you did this, how did this feel? Now I have something that caught their interest, especially young guys.
Yeah.
You know, young guys that's freshly injured. The guys in Lafayette, I have motivated 2 guys that's freshly injured within the last 2 years. They have went skydiving through the program that helped me do it, because we went on the news and they made a big thing about it, and it opened the door for the Lafayette area for people with disabilities to come in, because this place invites, you know.
It's a great thing you're doing, man.
Right.
So let's speak about the book, man. It's not over.
This was one of my greatest accomplishments besides my son and life itself. It breaks down my whole life from the beginning of my injury to where I'm at now. And it doesn't just tell you my story, it tells you how I overcame in the story. I can give you a bunch of knowledge about me, but if I don't give you how I overcame it, then what good is it for you?
Exactly.
You know, I talk about in the book the programs that helped me to buy a car. You know what I mean? So I bought a car in the book. So then I also tell you how I bought a car, because the people know, when, especially until I got financially stable, you living on Social Security. I'm not ashamed to say, because this is where I was when I was working to where I'm at now. I went from making $2,600 a week back then in 2000 to $900 on Social Security because of where I was at. With the era, you gotta know how to survive. So it's programs that's out there to allow you, to show you how to weave through the system to get what you want. And I learned that, and some of them, people pass the knowledge on to me. So if I got knowledge about something, that's what's wrong with our people, that we don't give the knowledge and keep it going. It dies with some people. So that's not what I wanted to do.
It's selfishness.
Yeah, it's selfishness. So in my book, especially in the back, I have a list of programs that some I use, some that I didn't need to use, but could be used for them. So I put a whole bunch of different programs in there to show people that, you know, it's the things that we can utilize to help us out to make our life a little easier and to accomplish the goals that we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, so where can they find your book?
My book is on Amazon, and I also have copies on deck in Marksville with my mother, and I always have copies on me. And if you reach out to me, my social media and my phone number has been the same for the past 16 years, I want to say. So no one can ever have an excuse not to get to me. You call me or reach out to me, I'll autograph it and I'll send it to you directly. So if you definitely want it, I have no problem getting it to you.
It's on Amazon.
Yes, it's on Amazon.
And on the Shannon Ravare.
On the Shannon Ravare, it's not over. The will to keep fighting.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So man, you step into the world of the industry, music industry. Tell us about that.
Yes, I was sitting in my bed one day and just playing social media, and I ran across one of my good friends. His name is Skull Money. He was putting together a cipher in Lafayette. He makes ways for local artists to come through and present their music. Well, I ran into this beautiful lady that me and her just became very, very close. And I went on her social media and I reached out to her, not knowing this lady from Adam. Just reached out to her, and our first conversation lasted for 6 hours. And it wasn't about anything inappropriate. It wasn't nothing, speaking out of line. It was business. And then we took the one conversation and went to 6 different conversations. And our bond started from there.
Had a good vibe.
Very good vibe. It was genuine. It was genuine. And she seen it from her end that it was real. That this guy, speaking to me about, because he's really, I became a fan instantly.
Yeah.
I became a fan instantly. Her name is Crystal Dooms out of Lafayette, Louisiana. And she's just amazing. And she's an amazing person to work with, amazing person to have as a friend that I can call a friend, and now family.
And the music band that touches you, man.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. I was able to relate, early, because I feel the energy and the power through the music.
Yeah, with your will and your determination, y'all can do a lot of things together.
Oh, most definitely. When with God in playing, nothing can go wrong. Yes, sir.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this unscripted, uncensored podcast. Big Monkey Tron. You want to shout out anybody before we go?
I just want to shout out God, man. He's really been shining on me and blessing me. This year, my whole life, but this year has been a real, a blessing. And the way I'm ending it to go into 2020, I just see great things coming. And I just want to thank y'all for having me and my family, for allowing me to come out here and share my story, man, and keep it going, man.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
Man, look, we here, man. You know one thing, anything you need to push and we can help you with, man, we here, man. You know that.
Yeah.
It's not over, baby.
Yeah, it's not over.
It's not over.
Definitely not over.